Hey, our town, it's Justin MacPherson here. I recently got home from Europe. I was over there playing some pro hockey in the Slovakian second league. Adjusting to everything over there took a little bit of time. Obviously, first the time change, I think we were 7 hours ahead. And then the living conditions were all right. I had a little apartment to myself, so I was able to keep my peace in there. And then as far as the rink and all the people, it took a little while to get to know everyone, especially with the language barrier. But after that, I fit in pretty well and got to know some new people. Getting used to the big ice was definitely an adjustment. At first it was pretty tough. When I got the phone call, I don't think I'd been on the ice for pretty close to a month, so the legs and the lungs weren't exactly in game shape, but I got over there and kind of made it work and got the legs under me, so that felt good. And then as far as getting out there in the games, it was pretty cool to be a part of. Definitely a new experience for me. Big ice, lots of room out there, lots of opportunities to kind of be creative and hold on to the puck a little bit longer than I normally would be in the OHL. So it was cool to experience that and kind of look at my game and change the way I play in a different way. And, you know, get out there with the Ontario guys and play lots of offense and score some goals. The language barrier was pretty tough, honestly. Our GM didn't speak English, our head coach didn't speak English, so it was tough listening to those guys. We had two or three guys that spoke some decent English, I guess, but pretty much we'd wait around for the end of a speech or an end of a conversation and hope for one of those guys to be around and come kind of give us the gist of it in a half-broken translation. But between the four of us Ontario boys, we kind of made it work, talked amongst ourselves and figured it out. The team I played for, HK Levice, we had three other OHL boys on the team with me. Waterloo native Kean Washcrook and two guys from the Hamilton Bulldogs. So it was definitely nice to have those guys there and kind of be able to share the experience with them. Besides that, I played against two other OHL boys. They're both from the Owen Sound Attack and they were spread out on different teams throughout the country. Scoring my first goal over there was pretty cool. I got to experience it with a couple of the other Ontario boys. They were out there with me and they kind of did most of the work and slid it over to me and I was able to put it in. But it was awesome to see all the joy and excitement on their faces, and even the Slovakian guys that I'd come to know and become friends with, they were all pretty happy and excited for me. So it's just nice to be able to see that and kind of contribute for the team. Definitely noticed some cultural differences while I was there. The food and the diet was one of the biggest. That took a little while to get used to. But beyond that, the whole country was actually in lockdown due to COVID, so there wasn't much we could do or see. We were able to get away one day. Our team captain took us to his hometown Nitra, one of the bigger cities in the country, and he took us through one of the old castles there, so it was pretty cool to see that and neat to explore one of the bigger cities in the country and get a feel for Europe. So funny story actually, before I left, a few of the guys had mentioned that there was a car there available for us, but it was a manual and none of them knew how to drive it. So I called up my buddy before I left and I said, I got 2 days to learn manual. So he dropped off his car and I took it out for a couple practice runs and barely learned how to get it down the road, but hopped on my flight and once I got there, got in the car and we made it work. We got from point A to point B, but there was definitely a few laughs of stalling the car and making some mistakes, but it was all right and we made it work.